churches, they come into the commute in certain communities, and they gather a huge following, and the people come there on Saturdays and Sundays, and they spend probably like 4 to 5 hours of their time, and they give 10% of their income to the church, and the church takes this money and put it into the bank, right? They bank this money, and they now can use this money to build businesses, and in these very same communities, and you're taking money out of these communities, and you're taking people's time that they could be using to make more money. And what is it that the church gives in return after taking 10% of your income, and 5 hours 5 hours out of your week, right? What exactly does it give you? They pray for you, and preach the same sermon that they preach for the last 20 years. What exactly does that do for you?
I see what you mean, and unfortunately, there's corruption in most of churches in the world. But when I was talking about the things that people in church do, I was talking about the religion itself, not the institution. And I don't think it does anything. I am not a church defender in many ways. I don't think you should give your money like the 10% of your, like it's not a, it shouldn't be an obligation for you to do. And I don't defend it, and I don't think you can do nothing. But when I say religion gives people a purpose, I'm not talking about the man that is gonna go up there and do the sermons and talk about a lot of stories and a lot of things. I am saying about the people that wake up in the middle of the night crying because they don't know what they will have to eat in the morning, and they light up a candle or they just go on their knees and pray, and that gives them some hope, and that gives them some strength. And even though it's a faith thing, like maybe religion isn't real and that's okay. Maybe God isn't real and that's okay too. But the belief that those people have gives them strength and gives them a way to look at the bad things that are happening to them. And
A way to cope.
yeah, and if they get the strength that they think they need and they pray for it, and if they work to get it, like you can't just pray and hope God comes to our house and gives us what we want. So we have to work and we have to study and we have to do anything we have to. But I do think religion gives the power, the strength, the motivation to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and people, consciously, people know that whatever whatever problems they have, it's only them and other people around them can change it or do something about it. But when people go to a fancy building and have a man in a fancy dress, um, priest to a magical being, and beg for this being to take good care of you, and spend money on you and spoil you. Like, people are deluding themselves, like, it's just crazy. You work and you bring your money to this building, and then you after you bring the money to this fancy building and give it to this fancy man in a fancy dress. You ask him to say some fancy words to a being in the sky to do something for you, when you could have used that money and do it your damn self that you just gave him. It's a ripoff.
Yeah,
I got a question.
but I do think we're changing the topics. Like we keep talking about the institution when we should be talking about the religion
But
itself.
that's what religion this.
No, really.
I got a question, Addy.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you believe?
I don't believe.
So, would you consider yourself an atheist?
I consider myself a realist.
A realist, okay. So here's my thing, like,
with reality.
When people say religion and stuff like that, all religion is a worldview. And just like you say, you're a realist. That will be considered a worldview. Everyone has worldviews. And I think going back, I know you changed your picture, but going back to the other topic about society, specifically Christianity, I think has brought upon a lot of good in society, including scientific discoveries. But I do think that everyone, regardless if they believe in the God or not, has.
Which society did Christianity brought this good?
Oh, in the West.
Oh, so
I'm talking about like as far as like
what about the other places in the world that Christianity stamped its big dirty feet? What about those other countries? Aren't those societies as well? What about Africa, India, Asia? What about the Congos and what Leopold did in Congo? Isn't that something to be talked about too? Nobody wants to talk about the history of the Jews without mentioning the Holocaust, but y'all like to talk about how great Christianity is to society, but you overlook what it has done to India and Africa, the Congos, and these places.
Well, here, let me backtrack. So, one, Christianity, one of the first places that it spread to us to Ethiopia. And two, I don't think it's fair to, because there's been a lot of people who've done wrong things in the name of God and claim that they're doing a service to God. But if you look at the teachings of Christianity, it goes completely against what they're doing. So yes, there's a lot of people in society that have done good in the name of God. There's a lot of people that have done bad.
Software update.
I don't think it's good to. You have to judge the actual teaching, what Christianity teaches, not. There's always going to be good and bad people.
Yeah, but remember, the wrong that Christianity has done. The proponents of these things and the perpetrators, they have always used the Bible to justify it. When it comes to the going to invading other countries and converting, subverting, exploiting, they had what they call the doctrine of discovery, and they use the Bible and theology to justify the transatlantic slave trade and the even what they did to the Indians in America and all of these kind of things. There is so much that the Christian theology was used to justify. And one could also argue that when it came to the abolition of slavery, the very same Bible was used to justify that as well. But the fact still remains that this theology is susceptible to being used to do very detrimental things to society and human life. And it has.
To have a, so I think in regards to that point that you just made, again, there's been people that have used the Bible for evil. That there's people that have used the Bible for evil, and you see that in history. But if you look at Jesus' teachings, they're going completely against what Jesus taught, and that's why we can go ahead and take a step back and be like, okay,
yeah, well, I don't really give a shit what Jesus taught, because to me, Jesus is not a hero. To me, Jesus is the opposite to the people that I consider to be heroes in my eyes, because Jesus is supposed to be the Messiah of the Jews, right? And they were expecting a certain type of leader, right? And to them, Jesus is the complete opposite of that, right? There were multiple other messianic figures before Christ, and they were strong, powerful leaders that led armies into the Roman Empire and fought against the Roman Empire, even though they were put down. But,
right.
but here's the thing. Jesus instead went against the prophecies and the teachings of the Old Testament and what was expected of him by his people, and instead said, "Render unto Caesar what is due to Caesar. Do not resist an evil person, but turn the other cheek. Love your enemy and forgive him seven times 70, and all this dumb shit. Like what kind of leader who has millions of people relying on him to save them, quote unquote, says some bullshit like that, huh? Only a bitch, frankly.
I find it interesting that you involve their religion when it comes to violence, and then at the same time condemn that they're pacifists, they're a leader. Would not be hypocritical. It's not like a double standard. No.
The pacifist?
Yeah, Jesus wasn't a pacifist, but he's talking about turning the other cheek. But he 2 minutes ago.
This person, Beals is saying that Jesus' teachings is so good and all that.
But no, I never said that. I said
it doesn't apply. It didn't apply in that time, and it doesn't apply now either.
Well, I never said that. What I said was those things that you brought up about what those people did in history goes against Jesus' teachings. So you don't have to Jesus followers. Now I also wanted to point out too, the people back in the 1800s.
Why is it important to be a true Jesus follower? Jesus is just a mythical, fictional being. Like,
can I answer this?
Talk about a man who walked on water, turned water into wine, raised a man from the dead, born from a virgin, died and resurrected. That is the Jesus that you're talking about. That person did not exist. That's a fiction.
I disagree.
Can I answer this?
What do you mean? So you're telling me that there was a person 2,000 years ago who born from a virgin, went around from turning water into wine, walking on water, raising people from the dead, and died and resurrected. You're telling me that actually happened historically?
Yes, I think both Christians and atheists believe in the greatest miracle that's ever happened in the universe, and that's the beginning of the universe. Or thinking.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
No, just hear me out. You gotta hear me out. Just hear me out. Okay. I mean,
you cannot compare that to the Big Bang. It's not analogous because the science behind the Big Bang is in accordance with the laws that govern our universe. These things that I just listed out that Jesus allegedly did violates the laws of how our reality works.
Yeah, because he could perform miracles. Because that's the theology of Jesus.
Theology.
Yeah, but you're conflicting two things. If I may, I have only a couple of minutes. Sorry for my English, it's not my first language. But you said, what about the Christians in the past that did horrible things in these countries, right? In the name of Christianity. You said it, right? So
actually, the name of Jesus.
Jesus is Christianity. The word Christ is Messiah. It's come from Greek. So never mind that. But you cannot judge the action of the peoples in the past if they didn't follow as I'm sorry for butchering the name. As May said, you cannot judge the actions of the people in the past or in the present if they are not following the guidance of the teaching. So of course there are hypocrites people that do things in
It's like if your name is Eddie and I'm going to do something horrible in the name of Eddie.
Yeah, bro, I've heard that argument already, and it's
Yeah, but
listen. That argument is very fallacious. You know why? Because here's the thing. This institution, and we're talking about Christianity, but no, I don't want anybody to say, oh, why just talk about Christianity alone? Because that's what we're focusing on right now, right? So Christianity, after being co-opted, adopted by the Roman Empire, and go through all the changes and processes that made it into an organized state religion, and then it at that point it gained the military powers that the Roman Empire had, and the Roman Empire had not given up its lust for power and blood, right? And
don't forget one thing, my brother. Roman Empire was split at a certain moment. You had the Holy Roman State, you had the Vatican State.
Yeah,
I got state. They were
wait, bro.
I got a drop. Sorry.
Actually, the Holy Roman was the Catholic state. The other one was the Eastern Orthodox.
Oh,
That's what the split was.
The Vatican State or the Anglican Church, the Lutheran Church, and the Methodist Church.
Oh, that's way after. That's way after. That's way after the split of the. That's way after the historical split of the Roman Empire. The Eastern Empire.
After the fall of Emperor Nero, the Rome.
All right, guys. Yeah. I'm just listening to some people talk about religious beliefs and so forth. I like to listen to that kind of stuff, taking people's psychology, taking opinions and philosophy from others. I really like doing that while I'm designing. So yeah, big up to anybody stopping by the panel. I can't see on the channel right now who's here because I'm looking at my designing screen. I'm going to be quickly putting together cover art for some audiobooks that I'm releasing. So yeah, thank you for stopping by, and I appreciate all of my viewers. Just leave a comment if you guys can, like the videos. If you're not subscribed to my channel, just leave a comment for me. I will check out your channel. I will like and I will subscribe to your channel. But just let me know that you're here so I may return the favor. Yeah. And big up to everybody. Keep learning, keep teaching. I'm really confused. I can't hear any of my sound right now. Super bad. So I'm going to change this TV. Hope I can hear it now.
The Coldly Brothers, A Christmas Tale. Corner of this wintry town, something magical was about to happen. St. Coldly. More enthusiasm than Granville's last three inventions combined. The Christmas conductor!
See, I think I already went past.
It was the kind of slapstick comedy only.
Yeah.
As the mean-spirited man.
I'm using Kden Live right now. Kden Live is a free video editing software. That's what I'm using.
They began to cheer for him, sending messages of.
I'm using this to edit my. I'm just editing audio, actually, not an actual video, just the audio.
Didn't just love Andrew Coldly. They began to love Ebenezer too. They saw that beneath the surface of greed and resentment. and the power of family. From that Christmas forward, both brothers worked together, delivering gifts, helping families the world, proving that even the coldest hearts could be warmed by the magic of Christmas. Contagious Comic.
Okay, so that's where it ended.
Proving that even the coldest hearts could be warmed by the magic of Christmas.
Okay, right there. And this. Well, this one's a little bit longer. Let's hear how it ends. It starts, I mean.
The Coldly Brothers, A Christmas Tale. It was Christmas Eve in Brampton, Ontario.
I like this one. All right. So this one's pretty much good to go. I'm gonna render this as Mr. Coldly. Coldly Brothers. Coldly Brothers. All right. I'm gonna render this. This should take like less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. There was a mistake. It crashed. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Go back to render projects. So it's doing some foolishness right now. So I don't know why it's doing this. I'm gonna try to render one more time. So it keeps crashing on me. I'm going to quit my program. Then I'm gonna reopen my program. While that's reopening, I'm going to finish uploading my new audio book, which is going to be released, I guess, now in a few hours to every streaming platform. And I want to say this to every artist that's out there, either creating audio books or music, maybe making some beats, maybe just some spoken word poetry. What you want to do is register for SOCAN or whatever basically artist rights company that you have, because what you want is to, it's not just about DistroKid. They're just distributors. They distribute your music. You want to be owning all the rights to your music and getting yourself royalty checks for every time your song is performed, or your literature, whatever it is. So I would suggest go to SOCAN. I think it's $5 right now to register. It's the cheapest it's been, I think, since I've ever seen it. So SOCAN is there. There's um, other companies like that. You just want to get your stuff registered with an actual writers company, so you can own the rights to your music and not have other people owning or using it and you're not getting paid. Yeah, that's my little rant. Hope that helps you guys out. I know it's helped me out. Someone has told me about it, and I didn't hesitate to get on it. So now that's done. Let me see where I am here. So we're gonna open recent Coley Rose. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now let's see if we can render this quickly. Okay, there you go. It seems to be working now. It did have a problem because I don't know what it was. I had to restart my program. So while that's doing, time is money, folks, and money is time. So whenever something's rendering or loading up, I don't just sit there looking at it. I get to doing what I need to be doing. So yes, Prince Azama replied. Yes, congratulations, Prince Azama. Ejama. I hope that's right. Ejama. He got monetized on YouTube, and he deserves it because he works hard and he has a lot of useful videos. People, if you're not going to be a full-on entertainer, you are better off creating educational videos or videos that teach people how to do things, because your videos will be viewed more than if you're competing with someone who's trying to be a clown, or and I'm not trying to disrespect, but because clowns are actual entertainers. So if you're trying to be a jester or some serious entertainer, you should really check the people you be competing against, and you got to check if it's useful. People like useful information, right? So salute to Prince Ashama, because he worked hard and he deserves everything that he gets in life that is beneficial for him. Salute to that. Keep inspiring and motivating us. Okay, so while I'm waiting for this to load up, I think it pretty much already did load up. So I'm going to go back to my DistroKid. I'm going to upload. Yes. Okay. So right now what I want to do, I'm going to go and create I'm actually going to create a new character. Well, it's basically, I'm about to create somebody for um my new story. Oh, I like how these came out. These actually came out better than the one I chose. I should have came back and looked at them, but these actually came out really, really good. This one is better than the one I chose. I like how I put this little head here, contagious 905. This was very important because that's pretty much I wanted there to show the price. These pictures came out awesome. Yeah, this did a really good job. Leonardo AI did a This one's. Oh, I kept looking at the same one. I don't like this Magman. That I never gave it that instruction. I don't even know who that person is. Dangerous Comments 905. Iron in the Snow. This one's hard body. I really like it. Oh, I'm so silly. Hey guys, don't be impatient. I got impatient and I missed out on these amazing. I don't like how it says Marvel there, but I missed out on some really good images. So yeah. Anyways, yes, we're here. So yeah, I'm just designing, folks. Don't mind me. I'm just chilling, getting the designs in. You see what I'm saying? And yeah. All right, let's generate and see how this looks right now. And shout out to my bro. You know who you are. This one's for you. This story is for you. I'm trying to make it, as relatable as possible. Yeah, that's the right word, relatable. I'm gonna be releasing one of these almost every day. I like these already. I like this one. This first one already hits. I don't like this. I don't know what that's for. It was so good except for this thing, but I might leave it. I might not even care about it, to be honest. I like this one the most. Well, let's check out the lettering. This one's fire. It has 6 fingers here. So, floppers. But don't worry, it's a good thing that we know how to use Photoshop. So you guys want to come? You guys reach with me. Come on, let's go. We're going to go over to Photoshop, folks. We're going over to Photoshop. So we're here. I'll be taking this off. Let's open it. Oh yeah, remember to download your images, folks. So this is the one I'm going to use. Yeah. That was annoying. This one is my favorite by a long shot. That's 2 barcodes though. I noticed that was open. So now let's get back into our Photoshop. And we're going to open that image. That was excellently done. Let me see if I can I'm actually going to try to remove one of those barcodes. I don't like how that looks. Okay, watch this. You see that? Yeah, I'm leaving it like that. That was a quick fix. Now, what else do we want to fix? We want to fix this hand here. So I'm going to bring the size down. I'm using the Band-Aid spot healing, and we're going to just tap it away. I'm trying to just tap it away, but as you can see, it's there you go. Fixed. So yeah, that's it. I'm not doing too much more to this. Let's just see what the eyes are saying over here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I really don't like this beard. What do you guys think? Better or worse? It's definitely worse. Okay, we'll just leave that. We're just going to leave that. I don't care about it. Whatever. Okay, that's it, folks. We're going to go to File, Export as JPEG. And we're just going to go to Export. I don't know what just happened, but it just did it for me somehow. I'm gonna go back to my DistroKid, and I'm going to go to that image that I just created, upload that image. Before I go back to OBS Studio, straight up. Okay, so let's share my DistroKid screen. Let's see if it's sharing again. Yes, good, it's sharing. So this is my DistroKid, folks. You guys are able to see what is going on here. And let's just make sure everything's going on properly. Yep. Dangerous Comics, record label, track, Mr. Cold, please gift. Get my audio ready. I got two of these, so I gotta find out which one's the right one, because I made a mistake. So let's find out.
The Coldly Brothers, A Christmas Tale. The Coldly Brothers, A Christmas Tale.
So both of them are the same.
The Coldly Brothers.
Oh no, this one's only 31 seconds. Okay. So I know which one it is. So silly. They have the exact same name. Just one's lowercase. Okay. Get this going. To name your price, I'm actually going to drop the price, so it's 69 cents. If anybody wants to support me by purchasing this on Amazon, it would be greatly appreciated. I think I've had one sale in the last year. I forgot to pick my genre. So if you guys want to help me out with my second sale, that'd be great. Okay, select the genre. I'm gonna go to holiday, and I'm going to go to pop. Yeah, I'm trying to ting. I haven't went to holiday before, but I'm trying it now. And I think that's pretty much it for today, folks. Thank you for stopping by. I was just quickly doing that. We're gonna upload it. I showed you how my DistroKid works pretty much. Yeah. I'll make a different video showing you guys how much I got paid this year on DistroKid. And it's not that much, but it is definitely way more than I started. So there's that. But yeah, if you guys want to support me without actually buying anything, just add my music to your Spotify playlist. If you're making videos on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, just use my music within your videos and your shorts and your stories, because what it does, it gives, I get a tiny amount of money, and that's a good way to support without supporting. Right? I mean, that's a good way to support without spending any money. Basically, you just add my music to your playlist. listen to my music. Now I have the audio books like this one, Contagious Comics, Mr. Coldley's Gift. This is for my dude, this is for my bro. And I appreciate you guys stopping by. Appreciate everyone who's watching the videos. See, so this is how it's going to look for right now. It's going to be yellow until it's gone. And yeah. Yes, and until next time, you guys know what to do. Shout out to everybody that stopped by the Bana Kulik channel.